Hello everybody, it is April 6th, 2019, and I don't know, a couple, 3 weeks ago I had someone ask me to go over my adapter that I use to go from a 2-line OMC pressure tank to a single line motor, so I can run motor with a fuel pump from my pressure tank. So this is it. This is the adapter, and it's pretty simple. The only thing you're doing is you're drawing fuel through the fuel side of the pressure tank, and you're allowing air into the air side. Because it's a pressure tank, it's sealed, so it has to have air coming in, and there's an air outlet which would normally be pumped with pressure from the crankcase on a motor that uses the pressure system. In this case, we just vent it. I've used an inline fuel filter here as an air filter just to keep dust and whatever from getting into the air side and getting into the tank. From there, it's just the motor side fitting from a pressure tank motor. This is the fuel side, this is the air side. Air is vented. Fuel goes into a hose fitting just to adapt it up to the larger size, because the hose barb on the single line fitting is bigger. And this is just a single line motor fitting. So you hook this up to the motor with the fuel pump, you hook this up to the pressure tank, and at that point you use the primer pump on the pressure tank just as you would use a squeeze bulb on a single line tank. Some people don't understand the tanks, the pressure tanks, and misunderstand the pump as an air pump to pressurize the tank, which it is not. It is simply a liquid pump. It is a fluid pump, and it just pumps the fuel from the tank to the carburetor to prime it, and once the engine starts running, it pumps pressure into the tank, pressurizes the tank enough to push the fuel to the carb. In this case, there's a pump on the motor, and that will draw the fuel from the tank into the carburetor. So all you do is vent that side so it doesn't pull a vacuum on the tank and prevent the pump from being able to draw the fuel to the motor. So that's all there is to it. Pretty simple. I did this thing out of the desire to only have to mix one fuel tank of winterizing mix when I winterize my motors. And it works so well that I actually use it quite often just to run them, since I have a lot of pressure tank motors and several motors with fuel pumps, so I just use it to run them too. I've run up to 25 horsepower with this thing and not have any problem drawing fuel, so it works well. Anyway, that's it on this. Hope this helps somebody out. Till next time, thanks for watching. Keep your prop out of the mud.